Hey guys, what's going on? Underground Geek here. So if you can't already tell, you know what I'm going to be talking about today. Go Power Rangers. So this is quickly becoming one of my favorite independent series. I just really like the art and I really like the way that the characters are portrayed. They're so close to the TV show, but at the same time, they're just serious enough for older people. If you're looking at the covers, you're probably thinking, well, this is a kid's book. And you'd be right. But it also is serious enough that older people would like it. And these are the fried pie variants at Books A Million. And all the most of the fried pie variants have Grihiru done in the art. And I can tell you that this is the only reason that I started checking out this comic book was for Grihiru. He's a great artist. And that was the only reason I was looking at Gwenpool, and he's taken a break off of this run at Gwenpool, so I've dropped Gwenpool. When he gets back on it, I may start reading it again, but I don't have to read anything. I read what I like, and so that's why I'm reading this. So this is issue 3 and issue 4. I got both of them at the same time because I was trying to keep up. And you know, a lot of people kind of gave these couple issues some flack. They were like, you know, it's kind of boring, nothing's really going on. It's kind of the exact opposite to me. This is some real character building here. This really got my attention because I really like Stranger Things, season 1 and season 2 so far. And the friendship and the way that the characters are going about really reminds me of this group of friends. And they have problems, you know, but at the same time, it's not like the stupid political stuff just bashing your brain. But I love this title page. It's clear and to the point. It's got Angel Grove in the background. Go Power Rangers. Written by Ryan Parrott, illustrated by Dan Mora. These are the two guys you want to pay attention to because these are big Power Ranger fans, especially Ryan Parrott. And then Grihiru did the fried pie cover. So, and I really like this part of issue 3 because it starts out with Billy when he was a kid 6 years ago, and because he's still technically in high school, but this was when he was a kid. He had his friend, and this is them imagining all of these bad guys, zombie pirates that they're fighting, just like a kid would. You know, they got their little play guns, they're fighting and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know what happened to this kid. I think this may be Skull, but I'm not sure. And then when they grew up, you know, I think that may be Skull. Now that I think, okay, so they were friends as kids. That brings a whole new dynamic to the book. And now they've grown up and they pick on Billy all the time. It's totally changed. Look at his face. That right there, he kind of looks like the guy that plays Penguin on Gotham, doesn't he? To me. But so now they're all hanging out, and I've noticed this dynamic. Kimberly is dating this other dude. He's not part of the group. This changes everything. And so they constantly can't tell him what's going on. They have to make up these excuses. Like Billy says, you know, he says, oh, it was one of my bad jokes, you know. It was about boobs. And he's like, oh, okay. And he goes, well, it wasn't just about boobs. It was Billy. I love that. I love Billy's character. So then we've got this crazy hot alien chick is basically incognito, run around trying to find out who the Power Rangers are. They have their names. So she's walking around just asking random people, trying to figure out how people work to find out who the Power Rangers are. Look how he draws Goldar. I mean, that looks just like the TV show. And they draw Rita as actually kind of a pretty person. But then when she goes to her crazy face, he does that really well. And I've noticed this dynamic here. The Red Ranger and the Yellow Ranger have been training together. They go out into the middle of nowhere and they test their abilities and try to become better. But Trini has some ulterior motives. She's kind of crushing on Jason. Uh-oh. So there's a dynamic. And then we have, what's-his-face talking to Zach about why the group doesn't include him, you know, and all this kind of stuff. We have Jason. He's teaching at the youth center. Now we have a problem because Ernie's saying that he might have to close the youth center because all the teachers quit because, you know, the aliens have been attacking. They've got destruction and stuff. So there's another conflict. Now Trini's having problems with her mom because she forgot her birthday. I mean, these are all kinds of things. These are real problems that could happen if this kind of stuff was going on. So then, as they're all cleaning up for Angel Day, they go out there. They declare this Angel Day, a holiday for all this destruction that happened. They're out there cleaning up for extra points. Then they get into an argument, and right as they're starting to get into an argument, here they come, the putties falling out of the sky. Is that not cool? So then we've got the chick. She just showed up. She's kind of checking out to see what happens. It's morphin time. So there they are. I wish they showed the morphin again, but they can't show everything. There they are fighting. But see, all the Rangers are split up because this action just started happening. So they've got to figure out how to get away from everybody so that they can go morph. And then this guy shows up. Now Billy calls him Captain Cannibal because of the pirate guy when he was a kid, But I don't know if that's his actual name, but that's a pretty cool Power Rangers bad guy name. He hurts Kimberly's boyfriend. Now Kimberly can't run away. She has to stay with him. She can't morph because people are around. Great way to end an issue. And then there's the back of the book. Is that not cool? I like that. And then we've got issue 4 here. Look at the cover on this one. I love this. This reminds me of some kind of Disney movie. It's great. You could have a whole comic book just on this, where they have their friends, the dinosaurs. We've got another opening page here. It's blue this time, guys. It's probably going to be different every issue for each Power Ranger. I'm trying to calm down, guys. So anyway, then we see this is 4 months before Arrival Day. That's when the first alien showed up. They're driving up in their Maserati. Yes, I'm a car guy. There's Kimberly's rich parents. She looks like Hermione from Harry Potter. They're arguing back and forth, and this causes Kimberly to take it out on Zach, which is a busboy. She doesn't know him then, but she causes him to get fired. And then she's talking about how they've gotten to here. Look at that. That's crazy good. He's attacking, and then smack, the Black Power Ranger shows up, smacks him out of the way. And I love this part because he's like, hold that pose. It's the Black Ranger to the rescue. And then he says something to her. He says, oh yeah. Hello, person I don't know. Is your friend hurt? We've got to get him to the hospital. Of course, but someone else do that while, say, you run off safely out of sight. And she says, I'm not leaving him. And so they're shooting up the alien. I love this scene here because they're like, it's time to test the blasters. Awesome. Jason's trying to get away from this group. He can't get away to morph. They're trying to fight them all by themselves. There's the putty getting smacked around. They draw putties awesome too because they draw them actually kind of ugly and gruesome as opposed to cheesy. He saves Skull, and this is funny right here. He says, "Hey, before you go, if you guys ever want to hang out when you're not saving the world, my buddy Bulk and I, we're a lot like you. Oh, are you? Because Power Rangers see everything. Everything. Oh." So it's like, yeah, you need to try to be better. Be better, okay? Hashtag be better. I hope you can forgive me, but our friends need me. We got Kimberly drawn all there like a female. Oh, chick's like, yeah, I'll take good care of your boyfriend. Oh, that's not good. Don't leave it. Look at her. Look how ominous she looks. Don't leave him there with her. And so this is a cool dynamic here. You get to kind of see that Finster really loves his monster creations, okay? He says, your planet's working. May I recall Fog now before? No, Finster. I'm afraid your creation still has a role to play. It's very important. Make my monster grow. She throws him down there and he says, but the Rangers still destroy it. We must see every skirmish to its conclusion. It's been this way on countless worlds. Every move, every battle, every monster is a wound. Individually, each cut may miss the mark, but eventually with enough cuts, we'll strike the target. And that changes everything. And then we see the monster grow there, and we really get to see what she's talking about. She's not just sending the monsters down there every day just hoping that one of them will conquer the world. She's actually got a plan. She's trying to break them down, find out more about them. She actually has a good little strategy there. So they call the dinosaurs, but the Red Ranger's not there, but they call the dinosaurs, and this is awesome. It says, then we need dinosaur power now. And you see them, just like the show, they're coming out. Saber-tooth tiger dinosaur power. There they go. Let's do this. Awesome. And so you get the scale of the monster as it's starting to pull power from the power lines. It sends the power into the Zords, fries their systems. Then it's so smart because there comes a pterodactyl to help, and it shoots a smoke screen out overhead to blind her and then smacks her. And they're like, oh no, what do we do? And the Black Ranger's quick thinking skills tells the Blue Ranger to shoot the power out, because if he has no power, he can't shock them. And he's like, I can't believe I'm doing this, but he does it. He shoots it, and that causes the power to go out. And what does that do? That makes it where the Red Ranger can get away. So now they're really starting to get pounded on the ground. They have no way to really fight back. And then, pow! There comes the Red Ranger. And now there's all of them together. It's time for Megazord power. And then you get this awesome shot here. You could put this up on a wall. Look at that. Go Power Rangers. And it shows them all the more mechanics going together. This took some time and some effort. Look at that. Let's finish this thing once and for all. It's about time. It was just like something the Power Rangers would say. There he comes, and then he says, I like how they have the colors around each bubble so you know which Ranger's saying it. It's subtle but to the point. It says, here comes Ugly, just like what the Pink Ranger would say. High and tight, 11 o'clock, the old Ranger says. Nice shot. One down, a dozen to go. And so the Red Ranger's like, come on. So he shoots the smoke cloud out again, but the Red Ranger's ready, and he uses it to knock him out. Like he wraps around his arm, and he kind of uses that to smack him, because then he knows where he's at. And they said, you think people were ready to leave Angel Grove before? There might be no way to keep them here now. And they're like, man, what are we going to do? The youth center is going to close. But then they open a door, and they're like, whoa, well, so much for lying. I don't understand. Why is anyone scared? Because of the Power Rangers, Jason says. At least that's what the kids are saying. Don't get me wrong, they're worried, but a lot less so because they think the Rangers can protect them or something. Ernie found 5 new volunteer teachers so he wouldn't have to shut down the center. Really, that's great. Glad you think so because it's you. He volunteered all them to be teachers. And then there's Trini fixing things with her mom and her birthday. Then we've got this thing right here. I really like this. The Black Ranger goes to Zordon, and he's asking him, he says, I love Jason, I do, but back on the moon, when he went off looking for Rita, I found the missing astronauts, and yesterday, when he got himself in trouble, he led the team against Flog. Am I not good enough? What's the deal? Zach, I may be violating trust by telling you this, but I believe your actions have earned it. Jason was selected to be the leader of the Rangers because he was once like Rita. Whoa. Someone who used their power to take what they needed. But he saw the error of his ways, and he has been working to make amends ever since. He would die before he would allow another Ranger to go down that path. Wow. Great writing there. Great. And then we've got Bulk and Skull reunited. Billy sees them. There's a picture of him with Skull when he was a kid. Things are getting all wrapped up. And then he tells him something great here. He says, remember, just because you aren't in front doesn't make you any less valuable. A good team is filled with leaders ready to step in when needed. There you go. That's the reason he selected you, Zach. You're the leader that they need in case something happens to the Red Power Ranger. So there they are. They're meeting up with Maddie, the boyfriend. He's woken up from his concussion, and then something crazy happens. He said, I got punched in the face by a giant lizard thing, but I woke up to 2 of my favorite people keeping an eye on me, so I can't think of any place I'd rather be. Oh no, they captured Maddie, and that's the girl imposter. Oh man. So great cliffhanger for the next issue. So Maddie's actually going to be an evil imposter. What do you guys think? You like the story so far? I mean, I really like where this is going. It has a lot of story. It still has action. It's a really good little book. I like it. And then they got Dark Philly. Look, Dark Philly. Eugenic. Oh, that's your favorite book, isn't it? Oh, gosh. I hate this art. And then I found out it was by James Tynion IV. Oh, my gosh. How do you write Detective Comics and then write this garbage? I don't know. But anyway. This right here is great. I really suggest picking this up. If you read the stories in the back where Parrott is talking about Power Rangers, I don't know if they have it on this one or not, but they had it in the first issue. They had the letters to the editors and writers and everything, and they were talking about how much of a fan he was in the Power Rangers. And that really got me to, liking the series because he actually likes what he's writing. He's not trying to change anything. He's trying to make the Rangers as close to the real Rangers as they can be. And I love that. But all right, guys, check this out. I'm on issue 3 and 4, so you're not that far behind. You can go back. And so I'm also doing a contest on my Twitter. What I did was I submitted a picture, and then I said, hey, retweet this. And then I'm going to pick a winner. So today I'm going to pick one. So make sure you go to my Twitter in the next hour or so. I'm going to go on there and pick the winner. And I'm going to send you a free comic. So all right, how about that for fans? All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Underground Geek out.